Kia ora relations. Woo! Hi, I'm just gonna play some water. I love this song. I have been changed. It's an old praise. So I'm just gonna play us a little bit of a water till everyone starts getting on, and then we'll get into our kōrero relations. Kia ora Lia. My name, follow me down. Kia ora Nam. Woohoo! Kia ora Leah. Aisha, kia ora relation. Hi Stokes, hi Tanya. Kia ora Ricky. Kia ora Glenn, kia ora relation. Why do my my soul? You know the angel heaven done signed my name. Why? Love can change, you know. Love can change. Woo! Come on, relation. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Love been changed. You know the heaven done. Angels in heaven. Do you know? Heaven done. Yes, girl. Woo! Kia ora relations, yes. We're going to be getting into it tonight. That signed my name. I've been changed. Woo! Kia ora Shannon all the way from Brisbane. Woo! Changed. Yes, Donna, I have, girl. Woo! Wow. Right, well. Let's get into this. Okay. Before we get any further, let's just start off with our karakia tonight relations. It's so good to see everybody. It's one of those nights, honestly, it's going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. The stars are out and it's a bit chilly. So I know that it is going to be a beautiful day tomorrow. So anyway, let's start off with our karakia. Me no e tātou, tuia te wairua, tuia te tinana, kia hono te herenga tangata, kia hono ki te kairua. Āmene. Yes, relations. Okay. Well, yeah. Just before we start off, I just want to acknowledge and thank everybody that has supported our Kairua raffle that has come up. All the tickets are sold. Thank you guys so much, everybody. Yes. Wonderful. And that putia, that raffle was put together by our Kairua team. Kia ora, Cousin Duck. It was put together by our team to help fundraise and get some funds to bring our team together so that we can hui to put together the next step for our waka, our Kairua waka. Girl, we are going places. F everybody. Kia ora hohua over in Sydney, nami hia te kia koe. And so I just want to say a big, huge thank you. The original plan was to go over to Australia, but we found it more economical and easier to work by actually bringing those ones here, bringing our team together here in New Zealand, and because there's so much going on this month, so we've been able to do that thanks to you. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Kia ora relations. Yeah, some amazing stuff about to happen on our Waka Girl. It's about getting ready to level up. Hey, honestly, it's going crazy. But anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys tonight about quite an interesting subject, because I was going to talk about another subject earlier in the week, but then I changed my mind halfway through, because I just felt like talking that. But not just that. This, to me, I thought, oh, this might be actually quite interesting to talk about, because I've never actually really talked about it. People in my family know who I am. It's never something that's ever had to be, spoken about. Like in our whānau, you're mainly judged like some people in some families, and that's their own families. They're judged on certain things that, like in my whānau, don't matter to anybody. Like who you go with and what's your relationship like and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, in our whānau, you're basically judged on what your contribution is back to the whānau. Whether it's minimal or maximum, either one. But that's kind of the biggest thing. And for me, my, how do I call it? Fabulousness has never been a subject or anything that I've ever had to sit down and, got to have a talk about, being so fierce out there in the world. No, it's never been a thing. It's just always just been, So anyway, I thought tonight would be a great time, a great opportunity actually to talk about it, because I know some people out there, I know quite a lot of the time, think about it. I've been asked it, so, and I've got, lots of my whānau on here tonight that are just like, yeah, hard out. And it's always been about the person, not what the person's preferences are that are important, and especially important enough to be discussion at our lunch tables, girl. Alright, so, some questions I've been asked. Okay. Why do you dress like that? Okay. Well, I'll tell you a little story about it, okay? So, it's quite short though. I dress like this, darling, because I can. And I love what I wear. And I've also, I get asked about these sort of things, wearing tanga, like, aren't those girls? And I'm like, who said that? Did the atua say that they were girls? Or was it someone, your auntie or your uncle? And I don't really know your auntie and your uncle, it's probably why I do it. But for myself, I do it. This is honestly dressing normal to me. Like, this isn't anything spectacular. I've just, I don't know, always been so fabulous. But when I think about it, I go back to my family. I go back to my whānau, and I am a product of my environment, of what I've been brought up in. And I tell you, some people think Te Teko, a real small town, people that still ride horses and all of that, love it, best kamo and corn in the world. But I would say this to you. I am a product of my experiences in life, and I tell you this right now, girl, I have the most fabulous cousins, fabulous aunties, a fabulous mother, and all of them, I was raised by ngā wahine katoa o te rangitaiki, by all the women of the Rangitaiki River in Te Teko. I have been brought up by all of them, and honestly, more so all the women, and I was always with them. And so now that I have shared that, you know, it's like, I'm being serious too, you know. I'm a product of that. I have one that is absolutely fabulous. My mum actually has always been fabulous. She has always been beautiful and has always loved being, you know, some people, they call it dolly. She loves dolling up. And I grew up with all of that and I love it. My nans. So that's where that comes from. That's purely where it comes from. And to me, it's normal. I mean, it's normal for me, my normal, but I know that it can be like very different to other people's, and that's all good. Okay, so another question. Why do you talk like that? Okay, right. Why do I talk like what? Believe me, I hate the sound of my own voice. I always feel like I sound like a drag queen. And I used to always like moan about it. And I remember telling my nan. And my nan told me, because I was like, I don't know why my voice sounds like this. Like, it sounds ugly. And she told me that my voice is special. Like I suppose any nan would do. But that when I'm in a room full of men, my voice will stand out. Hello there! Hey, so, boom, right. And then girl took that and feels amazing. So I absolutely love that. Now, alright, after that one. Oh, you're feminine, eh? So does that mean you're bi because you've got kids? Sorry, hang on, relax. I'm just loving it on camera because I know it is that I love. I honestly find it hilarious. Like, that's crack up to me. Can I just read that out one more time? You're feminine, eh? Does that mean that you're bi because you have kids? Okay, let me just answer that question. Let me just take a sip, girl, because girl needs to just recollect, okay? Hang on. Oh my god, I'm getting a heap of nose now too. No, darling. It doesn't mean that at all. What it means though, if you're asking about my sexuality though, well girl, you know, that ain't nobody's business because, and you know what, that doesn't even matter. That doesn't even matter in anything because I am married, girl. You know, that's where my sexuality is, connected to this ring. Okay? That is just so funny. But I get it. I understand, you know, which is why I'm never offended by any of these sort of questions. If anything, I find an opportunity to like, okay, let's just lift that mind frame up, eh? Like that consciousness of where you're dwelling down there. Okay, let's pick it up. Raise the standard. What's that? Oh, and last question is, makeups for girls, eh? Would you consider you're a girl because you like it? No, I wouldn't. I think that actually some of the best makeup artists in the world are men, girl. Best makeup artists. And do you know what I've found with that is that a male doing anything to do with art and stuff, but a male when they do makeup and hair, they don't tend to project themselves onto the client or to the person receiving it like a lot of women do. They think, oh, this will look fabulous, oh, I really like this, so I'm going to put it on you. But, and I'm not saying that all hairdressers do that, but a lot do that. And men come from a different angle where we look at the person and think, oh, I know what'll look amazing on you, girl, that'll look really good. And then, ta-da, fabulous. Hey. So, hope that answers that question. Now, to the biggest question out there. What makes a man a man? Wow. And this is actually quite a good question. What makes a man a man? Because, you know, I have my own thought process, you see. And what I've learnt, and the mixtures of, you know, of culture and, you know, experiences and what I've learnt. I've just, yeah, I've come up with I've got a different perspective to, not to everybody, but to a lot of people. Like, what makes a man a man? Just wearing steel caps, maybe? Gumboots? Having a hairy chest? What if you don't have hair on your thighs? I mean, because that's me. Like, it just doesn't grow. And I can't grow a beard. Does that make me less of a man? I think, like for me, you know, and you've got the hunter-gatherer and you've got all of that sort of stuff, and I get that. There's a deeper thing to that. I'm not too sure if everyone's ready for it. And so I'm like, oh, should I start sharing? Oh, I don't know if people can handle relations. I don't know. But maybe we'll just go there. Yes, well, hey, isn't that what it's about? Now, I'm not actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I found some quotes, okay? Found some quotes about what makes a man, okay, girls? So I'm going to just read these out. We're going to get into this, okay? Let me just count. Don't want to start choking up on reading out what makes a man being a man, you know? Okay, right. What makes a man? Doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them because it's the right thing to do. From Todd Merenshaw. Let me just repeat that. What makes a man a man? Doing the things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them because it's the right thing to do. That's by Todd Merenshaw. I think Todd needs to wake up, and that sounds like a very man thing to say. Just saying. I'm not hating against the brothers at all, but that just sounds like a very stupid thing to say. Or it's not actually, sorry, let me just take that back, not stupid. It's a very lower level of thinking. We might need to raise that bar up. You need to raise that up, Todd Merenshaw. Anyway, here's another one. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. Abraham Lincoln. By what makes him angry? Interesting on so many levels, depending on what level you're at. I mean, coming home and finding your other half sleeping with someone else would make you angry. Does that make it alright as a man? What about if you're the one sleeping with somebody else? You're the man sleeping with somebody else and then getting busted, and because you're saying, oh, they don't mean anything, does that make you a better man? Might need to double check that one, Abraham. But thank you for freeing the slaves. Thank you for starting that initiative. Nā mihi atu kia koe. Rangatira. Okay. What makes a man a man? It's the choices he makes, not how he starts things, but how he finishes them. That's from Rupert Evans. No, that's from Rupert Evans. I think that just goes for people in general. Can we just wake up here, please, people? Can we just wake up, please? What makes a man? It's the choices he makes. What if we just change it to, it's the choices she makes? Not how she starts things, but how she finishes them. Girl, come a bit deeper than that and get to the point. I hate these fluffy things, you know, that fluff around. Nope. That's from Rupert Evans. Okay. Now, we've got one here. If you wish to know the mind of a man, listen to his words. That's from Johann Wolfgang Van Gogh. That's a good one. Listen to his words. I suppose that goes for anybody in general though, won't? Anyone in general. Listen to their words. Listen to what they speak. How do they speak when they're out there with people? Right. Yes, Marianne, they were. Kia ora relation. But this is and I'm standing up because I have realised that there's been a big downfall out there to the feminine. It's like second class. It's like it's second best behind the mask. Girl, you know what? I'm not even going to carry on reading these other things. Oh, one more actually. I'll do one more. What makes you a man is not the ability to make a child. It's the courage to raise one. Now that is a good one, but that I think is just for humans in general. Right? Instead of having man, maybe what they're saying is human. Hey, maybe that's what they're saying. There is humankind. Yes, relations. So, yeah, there shouldn't be any gender division. Exactly. Corley, honestly. We are all together. You know? We are aligned together. Because then what does the man, what is a man without the woman? Honestly, if there was just men left here, then it's like light and day. We coexist, relations. Coexist. And the more of a balance you can get of that, things just start falling into place. And I'm not even lying. Like with yourself, to be able to start moving internally. That's where I'm getting at with this whole thing. And if we really wanted to start nitpicking, girl, let's get to. What I was going to talk about before was it's quite out of it how we're so locked into this thing where we find the slave attractive. And what I'm saying, and please, honestly, you've got to take it in context, what I'm saying here when I say the slave. The slave is the person who works their entire life for another person. Not a god, not a higher being, for another person. That is a slave. That's what a slave does. Right? Because they think that there's no way out. And a lot of the world, do you know, when I look at the whole thing and what's happening on the planet right now, is that slavery still exists. It hasn't gone anywhere. I think slavery has existed for millennia, as long as we've ever existed. It just looks different now, and it's gotten a lot bigger. And we're signaled to do things like bring, you know, oh, it's lunchtime. You know, it tells us when to eat, it tells us when to sleep, it tells us how long to eat for, it tells us where to go, it tells us when to go. You know, all these symbols with, like, you know, traffic lights and that. They're all things that tell you what to do. And we are in it. Everybody's in it, like a matrix kind of thing. I don't know if it's too much to start passing on tonight, girl. I don't know if we were going to go there, but we've gone there, so let's just go there. We have fallen in love, as you know, with the tendency of the slave, and we've kept ourselves at such a lower frequency. It is time now to get organised and lift it up. Because there is a difference between working. I mean, does the chicken really know? You know, it's fed every day, it's kind of played with and picked up and hugged, but it's just a slave because it's there to make some eggs, girl. Hey, and then at the end of it be plucked in a fabulous Sunday roast. But you know, it's that sort of stuff that I'm getting at. Is do we really care to know what is going on right now? Okay. Breaking out of the box, yes. And for a lot of people, this is out of the box. Hey. Darling, I'm just going to say it right now, girl. I came out like this, okay? I was, you know, it's just how it's always been. There's never been a box to me. But then with our beautiful whānau, you know, we're encouraged to push boundaries safely. I mean, I've been there when I pushed too far. Oh well, I suppose a lot of us were there. But yeah, it's about that. So for me tonight, I wanted to address these sort of things about being a man. What is a man? Well, I have a beautiful wife. I have beautiful kids. You know, we both work together. I don't take all the credit, you know, because I gotta be the man of the... No, girl, this is a Jill operation, alright? Okay? This is a Jill operation. We both do this. Okay? Raising our kids. Making sure that... And being warriors. You know, once we're warriors, girl, The sucky thing that was quite disappointing in that whole thing that I found is that the message for what we are as warriors didn't come through strong enough. When she was like, you know, our people once were warriors, and all of that sort of stuff. A warrior can be a man or a woman. Okay, it can be whatever we choose it to be, and that's what I choose. It can be a man or a woman, and that it is about protection. A warrior is about protection, darling. It ain't about abuse. It ain't about how neat you can rumble somebody and all the flash moves that you can do. It's not about that. It has never been about abuse. It has always been about protection. Has patience, has shows a sense of has yes! The ahua humare. To be humble. Of course. Because it's human. It's human to have emotion. And that's when we go around like going into Wairua, the twin rivers, the twin waters, Wai, water, Rua, two. The twin rivers, the rivers or the waters of the divine and the human that exists in both of us. It's the outcome of the union between Tāne and Hene Ahuone, first natural woman. She's first human woman and a god got together, had children, and we all spawned from that, which is why we have a divine side and a human side. Yes, relations. But yes, being a warrior in our culture anyway has always been about protection. I'll lay that down straight away. And it's doing things whatever, so protection. He hape mea nui o te ao. It's not he tāne, he tāne, he tāne. He tangata. So, for me, what makes a man, what makes a man? It's a silly question to ask. Because it's too shallow. It's too, and it's too foreign. Girl, I'll just put it like that. Now, there's male and female, but that's different to man and woman. Okay? All those addressing things, and because you get it down to what does it mean? Hey, girl. It doesn't mean shit. It's the same on both sides. So. And you can see it in the animal kingdom relations. The animal kingdom shows us beautiful things. Look at the lions. Girl, a lion can bloody rip you up, but that lioness, girl, she'll be the one that'll take you out. She's the one out there hunting. Why, he gets to lie back all beautiful and glorious with his mane. No. Animal kingdom shows us a lot of things that we tend to forget. But yeah. I just wanted to jump on tonight and talk about that. What makes a man a man? I think it's not about being a man. I think it's about being human. Hey, that's the main thing here. Being human. What makes a human a human? And the difference between a human and a human being. Like actually being. Being in your being, letting your being out. That's what I tell you. Every time I'm here with you, it's my being that I share, not my human side. I mean, I like to embellish my human fleshy casket. Oh God, that sounds creepy. But you know what I mean. Yes, girl. I like adorning this vehicle that I have been gifted. I should be taking better care of it, I'm just saying. I'm getting there. Hashtag don't judge the journey. Getting there. But yeah, so anyway, that's what I wanted to jump on and talk about tonight and answer those questions that I just think are totally hilarious. I hope you enjoyed the quotes. I've got to get back inside and get back to my phone. I can hear them now. They're all arriving. And I just want to say thank you so much for joining me tonight, Relations. I have something spectacular coming up for on Wednesday, darling. It's going to be amazing. Honestly, you don't want to miss it. And I want to say also, just another big thank you to everybody who supported our raffle and bought a ticket. Good luck to everybody who's in the draw. And cool shit that matters, girl. Thank you. Thanks, relations. Bye.